supporting this event. We look forward to coming back real soon. It was an unbelievable crowd, and Liam Walsh, I mean, I take my hat off to him. I mean, he came to fight, but we had the better man tonight. I just want to thank, my staff. I want to thank Leonard Ellaby and the Mayweather promotion staff, and I want to commend all my fighters. My first UK fighter, Ashley Theopane, I want to thank him. I want to thank Badu Jack, another one of my world champions that's under the Mayweather promotion banner. But tonight was Tank's night. We was pleased with his performance. He showed poise at the age of 22. We put him in this position because we know that this kid can fight, and this kid will be a superstar. We really believe. And I know you guys got questions. We go ahead and ask the questions, and Tank will answer the questions.
Gervonta, what did you think of the crowd tonight? Did you feed off them?
I think it was a great crowd. I want to thank the UK fans for coming out and also tuning in on BT Sports and Fox Nation and Showtime. It was a great crowd. I fed off the crowd tonight.
But how good do you think you can be? I mean, you're sitting next to a great fighter. Can you get to his level?
Right now, I'm young.
I think that we don't want to discredit him. He's still young. He's still growing. We don't know how far or how big a fighter can get. At one particular time, I told, I can remember Leonard Ellaby. I was in the same position as Gervonta. And I told Leonard Ellaby I'll be the first fighter to ever make a guaranteed $100 million in one night. And I did that on more than just one occasion. So anything is possible. The only thing we want to do is take one step at a time. There's no rush. We're not going to rush to fight him and fight him. Everything is a process. Everything takes time. He's still young. He's still learning. There's a lot of things he has to learn on the outside, and it's going to make things even easier on the inside. That's why we're here. But Calvin and his team from Baltimore, they deserve all the credit. Only thing I'm here to do is tweak certain things and help them, because I know what it takes when it's certain fights at such a high magnitude. Because I've been there before, with the Ricky Hatton, with the Canelo, with the Pacquiao, and the list goes on and on. This kid's gonna be a superstar, and he's a superstar on the rise. Right now, he's one of the biggest names in boxing, along with Badu Jack, and Canelo, and a few other names. And I'm just proud of these fighters.
Floyd, when you have a fighter of this nature who clearly could go on to be a Hall of Famer, who Nazim Ahmed rushed over to kind of kiss and greet earlier, when you have someone of this caliber, we know what you've gone through over the last 20 years, that you could leave the sport, you could live in luxury. Does it renew and invigorate you to stay involved in the sports and develop talent in the sport you love?
Well, I didn't get into the promotion business to take advantage of a fighter like a lot of other promoters. I have my own. I made smart investments. I don't have to fight. I got in the boxing business to help these fighters. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I got into the sport of boxing to help these fighters accomplish their dreams of what they want to do. Some want to become just one world champion. Some just want to become a main event fighter. I know that every fighter that's under the Mayweather Promotions banner won't become world champion, but whatever plateau that he's trying to reach, we're here to help. And this kid right here, I mean, he's one of the biggest names in boxing, and he has to be one of the most exciting fighters in boxing also.
Yeah. What is he, 50% at the moment, do you think, of what he's going to be? Or?
Absolutely. He's not even 100%. He's not even 100%. Only thing he can do is get better. And and what we talked about, me and his team, because like I said before, he has one of the best teams in boxing. we talked about patience. That's all we talked about. We talked about patience and don't rush the knockout. The knockout will come. What we need you doing is breaking the guy down, because this is at a different level now from when you was fighting preliminary bouts. Now you're the main event. You're the main attraction. So when you're the main event and you're the main attraction, we have to take our time because there's no rush. We have 12 rounds. It's not a 6-round fight. It's not a 4-round fight. So everything is a growing process, and he's still learning and he's still growing. And we're gonna get him to where he needs to get to. But what I want to do for these fighters, even Badou Jack, I want to teach these fighters about smart investments. So when their careers is over, they say, you know what, Floyd just wasn't a good mentor, but he helped us. Long-term, longevity, because a lot of promoters like to keep fighters fighting and you know, keep fighters fighting and put them in bad situations to where they keep giving them advances and keep giving them advances to where they have to sign an extension. We don't want to do that. We want to show these fighters love, and we want to really help these fighters accomplish what they want to accomplish.
How does
Did you
Gervonta
expect to
compare
catch
to you
him?
at the same age?
I don't want to.
Sorry. How does Gervonta compare to you at the same age?
Well, I think it's
Hernandez was the 19th fight.
Janelle Hernandez
Was that 19?
No, 17.
So was that one?
About 16 to 7. I don't know, about 17? I was 17 fights. You know, a lot of people don't know how my career went. Actually, I fought 17 fights in not even 2 years and became world champion. So, you know, that was from the grace of God. Just like, you know, the grace of God sent me Badou Jack and Tank. Sent me those 2 fighters. Badou Jack, I can remember the kid would come to the gym, boxing. I said, yo, this kid is unbelievable. This kid could be world champion. And then I seen Tank box before, and I said something about this kid. I have to sign him. So I told my assistant, get in touch with that kid that just left the gym. Get in touch with him. I had to get in touch with him. When I got in touch with him, when I spoke to him, I said, if you do the right things and you listen, within 24 months, you could become world champion. I said, there's a lot of fighters that's not going. I can put you on the mainstream so the world can see your talent. You know, a lot of, you know, for the first, I don't know how many fights, it could have been like first 10 fights or 9 fights, nobody's seen them. But I said, with those skills, the world should see your talent.